Okay, today I'm going to give you the whirlwind tour of creating a drawing in Google Docs. Now this is something that you're going to learn best just by playing with it. Let me close that. And I'm going to insert a drawing. Okay, you get a blank canvas. There's multiple things you can do with this canvas. I can click on the image icon to load a picture, and this interface should look familiar to you. So if I go to my desktop, I can upload it. I've added an image that way. If I go to my Google Drive, I can find an image that way. Okay. Now, in addition to images, you can draw shapes, and they can be anything from standard shapes to special shapes. Different categories. There are a whole collection of arrows, callouts, etc. You can draw simply a line, or you can come in and you can actually get word art. So we say enter, that'll come up on top. So various different things we can bring in here. We can also simply go out, copy an image, and paste it, which might be the simplest of all. Okay. Once we bring the images into the canvas, what can we do with them? Okay, first you have to click on an image to get its options. You can see that there's a pencil. So if I pick its line color, for most images that's just going to be its border. So that's a nice way to tidy up the edges. If it was the word art I was on, the pencil would be the outline. And likewise, if it was a shape, the pencil represents the outline, and that's the color that would be adjusted. Okay. There's also a line thickness. So I can make that border thicker. I can make the word art outline thicker. I can make the line itself thicker. I can change the style of it. So now I've got dots. Now I've got dashes. Not too many dashes, I guess. And now I've got a combination. There's a crop tool. It's particularly useful with pictures. These pictures are pretty nicely cropped, but let me drag this one out here and say that I want to crop it a little more. I'm going to pick the crop tool, and I will be able to pull these edges in. Here, I just would like a close-up of the turkey's head. Let me click off a second so I can get to the bottom of it, and I will do the same thing. I will get my crop tool. There you go. Ooh. Turkey head. And I can resize it. I can put it on an angle. All the usual things that I'm used to doing. There are also undo and redo buttons. And depending again on there is a reset image. So if I wanted this image back the way it started, I can click reset, and that's what I'll get. In addition to that, there are additional actions over here. So I can download this as a PDF or as a JPEG or PNG image or as a scalable vector graphic. You may have varied levels of success with this, but what an SVG file is something that theoretically when you make it bigger it doesn't lose image quality because it's based on formulas and not pixels. So there are different ways you can download your image. You can see your revision history, typical cut, copy, paste. We can duplicate, so if I make this into something I like, and I want to, one more time, I want to use it again, I can simply duplicate it, and then I have two. And these are independent, so I can turn the one, I can edit the color on one, etc. Okay, there's a web clipboard. So we've used this in a previous video, and I still have some things on that clipboard, so I can place, oh, I was selected and it tried to put it into the shape. So let me undo that. Let me just click in a clean spot and I'm going to paste that there. Okay, fantastic. You can rotate items either clockwise, counterclockwise, flip them horizontally or vertically, or you can just grab them and turn them if you want something in between. There's also a snap to X, which would just help you in aligning them. If these are close to aligned and you're not sure if they are, you could use that, but generally you don't need to. And the last thing is the order. So if you select on an image, and I see that my word art is behind this picture and yet I'd like it to be in front, I'm going to click on it and I'm going to either bring it forward, which would bring it forward one level. Each of these things has a number as it's inserted, so the first one is number 1, the second one is number 2, and if I have 20, the last one is number 20. 20 sits on top of 19, which sits on top of 18, etc. So if I'm trying to get something to a perfect level, I can bring it forward, but if I bring it to the front, it becomes the very top level. Another thing that I can do is, let's say that I want to bring that lightning bolt, turkey in front of the lightning bolt. I can simply cut it and paste it again, and then it's top of the order because it's the last thing that's in there. There are some adjustments you can make to vertical alignment or distributing, etc. But as I said, the best thing to do with this tool is simply to use it. When I hit save and close, the mess becomes an image on my document. Or alternately, I could have downloaded it and saved it and become readily available in my Google Drive. So very brief tour. Best thing you can do with this is to play with it.